have there been legitimate medical examinations that can prove without a shadow of a doubt that through prayer someone is no longer ill, sick, diseased, etc.?
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely seen many cases that I document in my book that I believe are well documented and well established by the facts. I give you a couple of examples. There's a woman who was blind with an incurable condition. She was blind for a dozen years. She went to a school for the blind. She learned how to read Braille. She walked with a white cane. She married a Baptist pastor. One night they're getting ready for bed. She's in bed, comes up, and he's weeping, he's crying, and he puts his hand on her shoulder and begins to pray and says, God, I know you can heal my wife. I know you can restore her sight. And Father, I pray that you do it right now. And she opens her eyes to perfect vision. And she says, I was blind. And my husband began praying for me. And then all of a sudden I can see perfectly. It's a miracle. I mean, she's absolutely blown away by this. Her eyesight has remained intact for nearly 50 years. Four medical researchers studied that case, gathered the documentation, published it in a peer-reviewed medical journal. That's a pretty astounding case. There's a case involving, I talk about this as well, a young girl who contracted a rare virus. Her hearing is destroyed in her ears. It's an incurable condition. They fit her with hearing aids to give her a little bit of hearing, but it wasn't sufficient, and she was traumatized by it. She wanted to be able to hear again. She and her family began praying earnestly that God would heal her. But one day at school, her hearing aids were damaged. So she goes to the audiologist and they test her and they give her new hearing aids. So they've tested her, they've got her level of hearing, they give her the hearing aids. That night, she comes running down the stairs and says, Mommy, I can hear. And her hearing has been totally restored. Well, the mother's blown away by it. She calls the doctor up. The doctor says, I don't believe you. Come in and we'll test her. They bring her in the next day and test her again, and she's got normal hearing. So here you have a test done, point A, immediate healing, point B. So you've got no hearing, this supernatural experience, and then full hearing again. So something is going on there. It's not the placebo effect. That's not a medical